We chose to become members of CEOs for Gender Equity because from our perspective, one of the things we're focusing on for South32 is building an inclusive workplace. And for us, that's all about having a diverse workforce where we get the best access to talent, we get the best access to, if you like, information and views to get the best decisions because it makes good business sense. So from our perspective, we can be part of the change where we access a talent pool today that we don't have. The benefits for achieving gender equity at South32 are enormous from our perspective. We're very focused on building an inclusive workplace. We want that diverse team. And from our perspective, today we don't access 50% of the talent pool, so we don't have the best people. When you look at our teams today, we don't have enough diverse thinking. So if we can get that talent pool right, get those people into our organisation, we'll make better decisions with better people, and that's just better business. In terms of gender equity at South32, we're starting to make positive steps forward. If you look about where we are as an industry, the resource industry has not been great in this space. We start with low level of numbers when we actually demerge from BHP Billiton. We wanted to make sure that we make a meaningful difference in a short period of time, but a sustainable, meaningful difference. So from our perspective, from the top, we're leading very strongly around the policies that we want in our organisation, around the female representation that we have at the board, the exco, our senior management levels. But also we're doing a lot of work around putting in place the right building blocks, which is around making sure that, we have the right policies around things like flexible workplace, job sharing, how we support people through career planning, paternity leave, but also having a look, if you like, on the bigger picture about how we get the conversations generated through the group about why having a diverse, inclusive workplace is the right thing to do and makes good business sense. Leaders have to drive change from the top down because that's the only way you make a meaningful, sustainable difference. We have a large workforce that's spread across the globe. The way that we set the standard, what we're willing to accept, really sets a tone for the rest of our organisation. Part of the job of leadership is to make the impossible possible, and part of that role is for us to make sure we remove all the barriers to stop us making progress, and equally important, we make sure all the resources are available so we can deliver on our goals. And again, for us, having an inclusive, diverse workplace is just good business sense. From my perspective, it's incredibly important that other CEOs get behind gender diversity because we want to move the needle not only in our company, but for all of society. From that perspective, if we get more CEOs involved, the more we can share our learnings. And sometimes the learnings are successes, sometimes they're failures. But together, we're better.